Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog. It is Tuesday, but I have been reading, so I'll have some thoughts for you. First up, I meant to finish this yesterday because I've carried this over now for 2 weeks and it needs to just be done. The Blood Dim Tide by Stephen Orion. I'm on like 354 pages. I have like 20 pages left to read, if that. So I'm going to take this downstairs with me in a minute and get it finished. I've literally just come off the live with Lisa talking about Chasing Graves by Ben Galley, which we have now done a spoiler for, so I will link Lisa's channel down below. Go and check it out. The next live will be on my channel. We have discussed about it being on the 12th of November, and that will be for the sequel, which is Grim Solace. Have to check. I am intrigued. I think I'm going to continue this series on physically. Audio wise, the audio was fantastic, the narrators are great, however I just don't feel as though anything has sunk into my brain at the minute with this book, and I just felt like there were certain things that we were talking about on the live, or that were being mentioned in the comments, and I was just blanking a lot because it obviously hasn't carved out a place in my brain at the minute. Which isn't always how it happens. Like, I've listened to Empire of the Vampire, I've listened to Legacy, I'm listening, the other update is that I'm listening to A Discovery of Witches. I have read that one before, but like Emperor of the Vampire and Legacy I'd never listened to or read before. I listened to both of those, and I feel like maybe because they're bigger books and there's more to kind of sink your teeth into, if you miss a little bit, you miss a little bit, but for the most part, like, you're getting the main things. I just feel like somewhere my brain must have switched off listening to this, and maybe it was because I was listening to it at work and I was too busy. I'm not too sure, but I will definitely be continuing the series physically because I want to make sure I am getting the most out of these books and then giving the most back when we're talking about them, because otherwise it's like, what's the point? Going back to A Discovery of Witches, I started it today because I realised I only have 6 days left on my library hold, and I'm trying not to renew if I can, but if I have to, I have to. And I am 3 hours and 20 minutes in, which means I have over 20 hours left to listen. This is a very chunky book. I have already read this book before. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. This is a buddy read with Kate, and because I have never finished the series, I have decided that I'm going to try again. So the first book, we're following our main character Diana, and she is a witch, but she adamantly refuses to use any of her powers because she wants all of her achievements to be her own achievements, which I think is quite admirable. One day she pulls this manuscript out from the library that she didn't ask for, and it is called Ashmole something. I can't remember. It's like, it's meant to be like the book that says why demons, witches and vampires and humans are what they are. How demons came to be, how vampires did, how witches did. It's meant to be the ins and outs, which sounds very interesting. So since she has pulled this book by accident, she has then returned it to the stacks in the library. She can't recall it again at the point where I'm at. And by pulling this book, everyone had thought it was lost. And suddenly it's like sent a shockwave out throughout all of the species, and they're all flocking to Oxford, where this book is set, to try and get that book for their own. So demons, witches, vampires. And that is where we meet Mr. Matthew Claremont, who is a vampire, and he begins stalking Diana, really. In the long and short of it, that's what he starts doing. And not gonna lie, and I don't think it's a spoiler, there is obviously romance in this book. I know people liken this to an adult version of Twilight, or just Twilight in general, which, fair enough. I don't remember enjoying Twilight massively, however I do enjoy this book, and I really enjoyed the sequel. So that is what it is. I also saw recently on TikTok, because I apparently have joined, and I don't know why I've joined, because it seems as though majority of the videos that are being shown to me are just not necessarily the happiest and the most uplifting. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for a worst books. I love a worst books, because usually when I find a worst books, there is a chance that I will take that as a recommendation, because someone's worst book is my best book. And I think A Discovery of Witches is a very good example of that. I've seen quite a few people on there talk about how they didn't enjoy it, and that's fair enough. Like, I've got nothing against that, but it's just how, like, it seemed, I don't know, like, I just feel like from the content that I interact with here on BookTube, it's very much like, yes, there is worse books, but we're all like, oh, if this is your worst, if this is a book you enjoyed, then great for you, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Didn't work for me. However, it just seems very much on TikTok, like, if you didn't like this book, we can't be friends. If you did like this book, we can't be friends. Why does no one want to be friends on TikTok? Like, what is with that? I'm sure that's not everybody. It's just, I seem to have got down this, like, really weird side of BookTok, where it's like, I hate this book, therefore you should too. Or, I hate this book, and if you recommend it, then I don't trust you. What? But, whatever. This is why I don't go on TikTok very much. But yeah, I just thought I'd give this vlog a little start. And then I will come back to you tomorrow with actual reading updates, because I haven't finished anything. But I am planning on doing just that now. So I'm gonna go also make some food, because like I said, we've just come off live. Jack came home during the live, so I've eaten a little bit but not a lot, and I think he's probably gonna want food as well. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I feel really tired. So yeah, happy start of the week. Let's make it a good one. It's still Tuesday. It's 10:30 and I have finished The Blood-Dimmed Tide. So I haven't put this through CAWPILE yet, but it's giving me 4-star vibes. I really enjoyed this. The ending is not what I expected, and the bad guy character in this that I thought was the bad guy is actually not the bad guy. What the heck? I really enjoyed the twists and turns that are actually in this book. Like I said, I can't say a lot about what happens in this book because it'll spoil the first book, but it's just, this is so well written. I really enjoyed this. Again, I don't think it like struggled with the middle book syndrome. I liked it probably just as much as the first one, so I'm hoping that the third one that is coming out next year will just tie everything together and make everything mwah, like beautiful and finished. I'm really excited, and also I will say, by reading this series, I now just want to read all of Stephen's backlist. I have got the very first book in the other series. He basically has 2 other series released, I think, but they're in like the same universe. I think the first one is Battle Mage. I've got that on my shelf. But because I've finished this, that means that we can officially do a Spooktoberly roll. Who'd have thought? Not me, because I've not been on it at all. But we we were on chance last time, so let's get the dice up, and we're gonna, I don't want a trial. Right, let's do a roll. I've done a roll. So we were on chance. How many things are we going to do this time? Let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, there you go. We focused. Rolling. 6. Okay. Let's flip you around and see where we get to. Okay, so we did land here. So 1, 2, 3. Let's turn the board. Oh, it's going to be a face, isn't it? Oh, no. 4, 5, 6. Jason. I need to see what that means. So the face thing was not what I thought I would land on. What does that mean? What does that mean? This isn't, I really hope this isn't the one I'm thinking it is. Right, where are you? Spooktoberly rules. So, spaces. is. Oh no, it is. Oh, Escape Camp Crystal Lake Alive, read a book with 13 letters in the title. I was literally looking at the board earlier going, I know I can do something. I know I can do another roll because I will finish that book. And I went, oh, this one will be really hard. I hope I don't fall on that one. Right, I will come back in a second. I'm going to have to do some counting. And I will come back and tell you what book I'm going to be using. Right, that turned out to be a little bit easier than I thought. I had the choice of two. There are things that I need to read on my Kindle. So one of my options that I was going to do was Graveyard Shift, because I'm pretty sure that's 13. And I could read that so fast because it's so short and then do another roll. However, this is also 13 and this came out this year. So I feel like I should really read this. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 letters long in the title. This is Cameron Johnson's newest release. Like I said, it released in October. Thank you, Angry Robot, for sending me an ARC of this. Seems like we're going to do an Angry Robot vlog this time. But this... let me find it on Goodreads and actually read you the synopsis of this because I want to tell you guys what it's about. So this says Agenda Flipped Die Hard. That was it. I said it was something else, but Agenda Flipped Die Hard, set in a mysterious castle. Cameron Johnson's The Last Shield is an engaging fantasy read, perfect for fans of John Gwynne and Mark Lawrence. The ancient forest realm of Sumweald is bordered on two sides by far mightier nations, a precarious situation. At its centre, the Sumweald Palace is home to the Lord Regent and the heir to the throne, together with numerous precious and powerful artifacts. The palace is protected by the realm's elite shields, dedicated to guarding the royal line against all foes. A group of vicious brigands called the Wildwood Reavers have been stealing arcane artifacts and smuggling them across the borders, out of Sumweald. And the objects they most desire are stored in the mystical Worm Vault, hidden away deep in the bones of the earth within the walls of the palace itself. As political and religious tensions mount, Sumweald's druids prepare to enact rituals for the summer solstice. But the Wildwood Reavers and their treacherous allies have other plans. It falls to Briar, the commander of the Shields, to defend the ancient corridors and secret tunnels of the palace. The odds may be against her, but she'll see every enemy head adorning a spike, or she'll die trying. For some reason I thought this was a gender-bent Arthurian thing. I don't know where I got that from. But it's not. Gender-bent Die Hard. So it's really a Christmas book, if you agree with that. So this is 380 pages. Is that, yeah, that's still the story. So we're going to give that a go. I have more book mail. It's not this, that is my book from yesterday. But it is Wednesday. I'm working from home tomorrow. And Friday. And then I go on holiday. Holiday from work, which is fun. But I have two parcels. This one has taken a bit of a beating. If I just cover my address, you can see it's a little bit worse for wear. But we're going to have a look and see what's inside it, because I have a feeling it looks like what I mentioned last week. Now, if it is, I will be, my teeth getting stuck in it. I will be shocked, but it does have a resemblance to something. Could be completely wrong, so don't, sugar. I could probably just rip through the front of the box, if I'm completely honest, but we're doing this the proper way. This was already open. What the heck is it? Why have I got two? Okay. So I now have two. Thank you, Angry Robot. I don't know why I have two, but oh god, I've just dropped one of them. That's fun. Now it's got dust on it somehow. But this one is a little bit less better than the other one, and it has the paperwork. So I'm very confused. I now have two finished copies of this book, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the other one. So now I have paperwork and I can tell you about Ludluda in full. Sequel to Gogglebog. Like I said last week, I don't want to say that because I feel like that's gonna spoil what happened, but I have paperwork. I was right, 3rd of December. I thought, just because I saw the trees, that they might have sent out the arc of it, but I now have two. One that has got a gouge in the back and one that is slightly chipped and looks like it's been on a tough paper round, but both will be loved and I will find a home for the second copy. Now that that's out the way. Waterstones. So this is a pre-order. I know what this is. Oh, and yes, I have bought this. I know I always say I'm not really a romantasy person, and this series kind of is that. However, I've read the rest of the trilogy, so I felt like I kind of had to give this a go. And also, it's pretty. Spectacular by Stephanie Garber, which is, I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't know what the point is of this. It's like oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Wow. That is very pretty. I don't know why I haven't turned my light on. The signed editions of this sold out so blinking fast. Like, I saw it and then I clicked on it and all of a sudden they were all gone. But this has got illustrations in it, which is very cool. This says snowflakes are falling, invitations are arriving, and holiday magic is swirling in the capital city of the Mirrodin Empire. It's Great Holiday Eve. Scarlet Dragna is planning a spectacular holiday celebration for the city. Donatella is searching for the perfect gift. Julian is looking ridiculously handsome in green and Legend, while sadly Legend is not a fan of the Great Holiday. Teller is hoping her perfect gift will change his mind. Unfortunately, she hasn't found his perfect gift just yet. But it is Great Holiday Eve. Surely there's some holiday magic swirling around. Welcome back to the world of Caraval, where even holidays are not as they seem. And you know what? I did enjoy Caraval. I really enjoyed the first book, and then the other two kind of nerd for me. But the first one I really enjoyed, so I thought I'm going to have to give this one a go. So that's what I'm going to do. I have been reading today. I have read... What have I read? I've been reading quite a lot of Discovery of Witches. I don't know if I said it on here, but I've previously read Discovery of Witches and I gave it 4 stars. Now that I'm reading it 4 years later, I'm kind of seeing where it might not be to everyone's favourite feeling, you know, to read this book, because it is cringy. I hate to say that as well because I really loved it. I'm still really liking it. I think I'm not, when I get to the end of this, even if it does go down to a 3 stars, I'm not going to change my rating on Goodreads because I enjoyed it the first time around, and I don't really want to change it because obviously I really enjoyed it for a reason the first time around. I just think I've become a lot more critical as I read more. So yeah, I am enjoying it. It's alright. But yeah, it is cheesy, but I kind of like it, which says a lot because I don't really like romancy stuff at all, but it is what it is. I don't really have much else to say. I'm going to go sit downstairs and read. Jack's got his friend round, so they're gaming, so I'm going to read or watch YouTube videos, because that's also something that I have a habit of doing, but I need to read so I can carry on rolling. Wouldn't it be cool to do 2 rolls in a week? wouldn't it be cool to finish multiple books in a week? Who even is she? I don't know. But I'm gonna go, give myself as much time as possible. I got 10 minutes until my food is ready, and then I can sit and read. I'll talk to you whenever. Bye. It is Saturday. It is the first official day of, well, is it the first official day because it's the weekend? I don't really know. Either way, I've booked leave. I'm now not back in work until the 5th of November. Happy days. I have probably not spoken to you for a couple of days. I can't remember when I last spoke to you at all, if I'm completely honest. It's Saturday. I went and got my hair cut, which is quite nice. I think it's all right. It now looks a lot neater. I have little bangs, I suppose, so that when I put my hair up I don't look so much like an egg. But they've been annoying me a little bit because I always get them cut too short, so that when they grow slightly and they're the perfect length to how I like them, it kind of feels like it lasts longer. Anyways, Jack also got his hair cut. I have been reading, but not a lot. So over the past couple of days I've been reading The Last Shield. I wanted to get through this quicker than I have. I'm on page 60. I have been struggling a little bit with it, but I think it's more me than the book, personally, because my attention span has not really been there, which is fine. Happens, always happens. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna pick this up tonight, and I'm gonna hold up my Kindle because I don't actually have a physical copy. Today I've been reading a book called Witch Hazel, which a lovely indie author has sent me to review, and unfortunately I have just not been reading it as quickly as I wanted to. So I think I've probably already mentioned it because I have got it officially on my Goodreads, but the book is called Witch Hazel. It is by T.C. Roberts Finn, and I just wanted to tell you some of the vibes that I was getting, because I was thinking this earlier because I was reading it in the hairdressers while I was waiting for Jack to get his haircut. It's giving me very much Witcher vibes, in the sense that we are following our main character, who we only know as Slow in the first story. So I'm on the second story. I'm really not that far, but I'm on the second story now. And the first story, you only know him as Slow. You get introduced to him. He is a slayer. However, people refer to him as a slayer, but he himself sees himself as a pilgrim. And he is part of a temple. Now, there's various religious factions, as there are in many worlds, in this world as well. And he is on the hunt for a necromancer. And then when this story finished, I felt like it finished quite abruptly and moved on to the next thing. But now I'm a little bit further into the second story. It does line up and it does match up. However, that's why I'm getting the Witcher vibes. Like the first book from The Witcher, where it's loads of short stories, but they all do kind of join up and it's kind of like a backstory. That's the feeling I'm getting from this book, is that it's almost like a backstory, and this is going to lead on to more and more things, which I hope it does. So I don't know which the two I might read my Kindle actually, because where I left off, our main character Slow is on the hunt for a missing girl, which I don't think it's not a spoiler, like it's just something else that happens in the story. So I think I want to carry on with that and see where I get to. Now I need to put my camera on charge and delete some footage, because tomorrow we are going pumpkin picking to a farm called Callows Farm, which is just on the outsides of Gloucester, and we're going with my best friend, same as we did last year, and I want to say even not the year before that, but a year before, like 2021-ish. I remember it was like outside of, just like in the in-between time of lockdown. I'm pretty sure it was then, and we went pumpkin picking, but we're gonna go tomorrow and Jack wants to take the camera, and I still don't like filming in public, so I think we'll take the camera. I don't think we'll take the microphone, but that's completely fine, and then we'll see what comes of it. So I need to make some room on my SIM card, because my SIM card, that's not a thing, my memory card, so that we can get B-roll or whatever. Basically, I'll give the camera to Jack. and Jack will do whatever he wants. And my friend wants us to make an effort, so I've got my hair cut. I think that's enough of an effort, but it isn't. I have my hair cut. I want to kind of try and maybe, I don't know, do something with it. I'm not sure if I will. And I bought new makeup today because I'm such a girl, and I really hope that it's gonna match my face. I think it does. It matched really well on my hand, so I'm hoping it matches. And then I bought myself a new mascara and a new blush, and I don't know what's going to happen. It might go really well, it might really not. We will find out. But either way, I am just excited, and I've had confirmation that that the reservation that I made at Toby Carvery, which is right next door, is still there, which is good. Like, I love when they send the reminder emails like, don't forget, you're coming tomorrow. Yes, I know, I've been looking forward to it all week. The mistake that I will not make though this time is I will not get the mac and cheese, because I feel as though the mac and cheese is nice but it doesn't mash well with gravy, and I would much prefer to have more potatoes. So yeah, that's neither here nor there really, if I'm completely honest. But I'm excited, and we're kicking off the birthday week for Jack pretty much, which is good. I've got his card behind me. I've actually got 2 cards for Jack. Not on purpose. Moonpig seemed to have sent me it twice, and from my receipt it only says 1. So I'm not sure why I've got it twice. I don't know what I'm going to do with the second card either. Maybe I'll write on it for next year. Just put 31. But yeah, so there's that, and we're going to go out on Monday, and Tuesday is our next day to just do nothing. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday in the sense that we can do nothing, but I have a long list of things that I want to do in the house as well, so hopefully we'll get around to doing some of those. And I think once we've had enough days off we will get around to doing those things. And my mum's coming, not in a week, the week after, in 2 weeks my mum will be here as well. So I need to make sure this room is tidy so she can sleep in it, because this is where she will be sleeping, which is also fun. And somehow need to make sure that I'm not blocking next door, as in my other room, because we all need to get dressed, and that's usually where this chair goes, but then we can't get into the wardrobe. So I'm not sure. Need to figure out what we're gonna do with all that, but I'm babbling. I'm gonna go. I have got just over 2 minutes until my pie and mash is ready, and I am so looking forward to it, because all I've eaten today is toast and some breadsticks and some jazzle things, frazzles, I don't know what they're called. Healthy me. Right, gonna go do some reading and then give you some updates.
Yeah, it's videoing.
What?
Hi. Hello.
Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jackie.
I'm in the shed. I'm in the shed. Go on, get in the shed. Get in the shed.
No, you need
Get in the shed.
to like me.
What's your room?
Oh my god.
everyone. It is Friday. I've literally just come back from London. I filmed part of a clip yesterday, but I have since deleted it because 1, it was rambly, and 2, I thought I was pausing to go and get something from the postman when in fact it was actually our friend who'd come to pick up the van to basically do Jack's Christmas birthday present, which was clean it, which was very much needed, and I'm very grateful that he did that. So I just ended up deleting it, and I think Jack kind of stuck his head in halfway through it anyways, so that's gone. Maybe I should have watched that back actually. Oh well, it's fine. So a lot has happened. I was meant to end this vlog and upload it on Monday and I didn't. So since then, it has been Jack's birthday. We had such a lovely day. For his birthday we woke up, we had Mackey's for breakfast, which was so nice. Bit of a kerfuffle, didn't expect it to be as stressful as it was, just to make sure we got the order right. However, it was fine in the end. And then we went to an escape room nearby, and we went and had a really nice dinner with Jack's family, which was really nice. And then what else have we done? Tuesday we didn't really do anything. Wednesday Jack ended up going out for tea again with his friends. And they treated him, which was lovely, and my friend came round and we carved pumpkins and we had like just a really nice catch up, just the two of us, which was really nice, and all of the snacks obviously. And then Thursday and Friday we've been in London. We went down to London yesterday and we went and saw Lindsay Sterling in concert, which was phenomenal. It was so good. I wasn't even expecting it to be so good. I have listened to Lindsay's music before. I used to actually dance to it in college for some of my pieces, which is bonkers, and she is one of Jack's favourite artists as well. So we went expecting that Jack would enjoy all the musicality and the musical instruments and stuff, and that I would enjoy the dancing, and we were right to an extent, but also I just loved the whole show. It was so well done, the production level was fantastic, and because it was Halloween yesterday, she finished it. Sorry, I'm twitching, I can't get comfortable. She finished the show playing Phantom of the Opera, and I do not know what her name is, but the TikTok famous organ player from the Royal Albert Hall was part of it. It was phenomenal. So good. Jack loved it, I loved it, had such a good time. And then today we actually went to the Natural History Museum with 2 of my friends that live down south, and they came into London to meet us, which was so fun. Didn't realise how busy it would be first thing in the morning when it opened at 10, and I think we got there for like 20 past 10. But we got in eventually. We got in at about not quarter to 12, must have been like 11:30 or something. Maybe it was close to quarter to 12, I don't know. But we got in eventually, wandered around, didn't do the whole museum because we were on a time limit with my friends. One of them had a plane to catch, so we then went outside because the food prices in the Natural History Museum were ridiculous. So we went to KFC and that was really nice. Had a catch up, had loads and loads of time with them. Well, not loads and loads of time with them, but quite a bit of time to what we usually have. It was the first time in a long time where they've seen me and Jack at the same time, so that was really nice. And yeah, then me and Jack went wandering around Westfield Shepherd's Bush because that's where I left my car. I left my car for like over 24 hours and it cost me 23 quid, which I think is pretty good actually. And yeah, literally I've just come back. Jack has now gone off to do something to help a friend out, and I am here with a pile of book parcels, so I want to open them for you because it's been Jack's birthday and I really need to cut down on the spending now. So let's open these and I'll show you what I have because it's going to be fun. We'll do the Waterstones second because this I think is my is it signed? I do not know if it's signed. My edition of Fury of the Gods. Now I have all 3 editions, which you can't see because they're just on the other side of this shelf. But I have all 3 editions. Well, I have all 3 books and I haven't read them. But I also know that Becca is doing a read-along of... What is the series called? I don't know, but it's like Malice and that. The Faithful and the Fallen books. So I'm kind of wanting to join in with that, if I'm honest, to get those read. And I have the first one. Oh, it feels chunky. I'm trying to attack my camera. I might keep this box actually for now because I kind of want to do some selling. There's some books I want to sell. I need to go through my shelves and do a big old haul. So maybe that is what we will do. And then I've got loads of this stuff. So maybe, yeah, we'll keep this and we'll do some sending. Oh God. Just trying to save packaging. Don't mind me. A wrapped book. I really need to start picking up this string because I'm pretty sure there's a piece of it just chilling on the floor. And I keep almost falling over it, which is loads of fun. I greatly enjoy that. Oh, dear Lord. Also, happy November, everybody. It is officially the 1st. That's why I wanted to talk to you yesterday, because it was obviously Halloween. Have I finished anything more since last week? No. Have I been reading? Yes. I've read more of Witch Hazel. I really do want to finish it, if I'm honest, but I'm not sure what I'm going to sit and read once I've finished this. Fury of the Gods. I don't know what it is with like these books and always getting a little bit dinged, but look, it's signed. Because this is, because that's not what I meant. This is why I have kept buying all of these books through the Broken Binding. Nothing against them. Just I tend to do all of my pre-orders through Waterstones because I get more points. I have a problem, I know. But what I love about the Broken Binding, especially for these books, so they did the first one as signed, and then they have said for both the 2nd and the 3rd book, if my memory serves me correctly, they were doing the pre-orders for the hardbacks, and then they said if we can get them signed, we will. So that's why I pre-ordered with them, on the off chance they could get signed, and they have been signed. So happy days for that. Now I just need to read them and hopefully enjoy them. I've seen so many good things about these, but I just am yet to actually read them. Also, I wanted to open these books yesterday before I left for London because I wanted them to count in my October haul. But now they are November books because I got them on the 1st. But anyways, book number 2. Oh, this is my paperback. So I feel like I did this right. And you're going to all agree with me because that is what we do. This is The Dragons of Deepwood Fen by Bradley P. Bewley, maybe? And I wanted to get the hardback. I wanted to get the pretty Broken Binding edition hardback because I saw it on Jade from JD Ray Reads channel. Now when I went to look, I saw that it was out of stock. And then I had a little word with myself and I was like, Chels, are you going to read it right now? And I said, well, no, not really. So smart Chels, who also has a book buying problem, but is a little bit more forward thinking, thought, why don't you just get the paperback? Because then when you eventually read this, which realistically will not be soon, and closer to when the next book releases, you can just keep ordering the paperbacks, because this is £9.99 compared to £20+ pounds. So technically I save myself money, and I do want to kind of cut down on my pre-orders for books in the hardback capacity because they're taking up a lot of room, and I don't know if I'll ever, well, ever is a strong word, I don't know if I will be able to get more shelves in this house. I don't really know, but I got this in paperback. That was my kind of, you know, compromise with myself. I also ordered the Silver Blood Promise by, I want to say James Long, but I could be completely wrong. Either way, the Silver Blood Promise in paperback because I got the Arc. I read the Arc. Well, I listened to the audiobook. Really enjoyed it, 4 stars. So I want it on my shelf so I can reread it physically when the next book comes out. But again, I was like, do I need it in hardback? No, because I'm not going to reread it anytime soon. And I've read it, so I can keep it in paperback. So, trying to save money. Is it going well? No, not really, but it needs to get better. So this says, Lorelei Aurelius is the smartest inquisitor in the city mountain of Ancris when a mysterious tip leads her to a clandestine meeting between the church and the hated Red Knives. She uncovers a plot that threatens not only her home, but the Empire itself. The trail leads to incarcerated thief Rylan Holbrook. Realizing that he's trying to solve the mystery she has just discovered, Lorelei makes the fateful decision to free him. Now branded as traitors, the two must flee on Dragonback to the massive forest known as the Holt, and there they discover something terrible. The Red Knives are planning to awaken a powerful demigod in the holiest shrine in Ancris. Together, Lorelei and Rylan must return to the city and warn the very people who vowed to capture them before it's too late. Oh, I kind of want to read this now. Also, because it's the 1st of November, that means it's Clear Your Shit month. I have things I need to finish, but it does mean Clear Your Shit month. And I haven't technically bought this for the readathon, it was a pre-order. So there's that. And then this is also another pre-order. And I saw it today when I went into Waterstones today in Westfield, and I didn't buy it because I knew that my copy was sat safely at home. And it is Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. The author of The Sword of Kagan. And I did get the signed copy. I was thinking this. I saw it in the shop and I was like, did I actually buy a signed edition with the sprayed edges? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You know, and also because I'm getting the pretty editions from, what are they called? What pretty editions am I getting? Because I'm getting the pretty edition from, I love the map. The Kickstarter I backed, Wraithmarked, because it was a Spiffbo finalist. I now have pretty hardback editions of both of their books. So this says, the first woman ever admitted to a prestigious order of mages unravels a secret conspiracy that could change the practice of magic forever in the standalone, yes, love standalones, dark fantasy from the author of The Sword of Kagan. I wasn't actually sure if this was a standalone or if she was writing a series. For 20 years, Sayona, maybe, has devoted every waking moment to the study of magic, fueled by a mad desire to achieve the impossible, to be the first woman ever admitted to the High Magistry at the University of Magics and Industry. When Sayona finally passes the qualifying exam and becomes a High Mage, she finds her challenges have just begun. Her new colleagues are determined to make her feel unwelcome, and instead of a qualified lab assistant, they give her a janitor. Well, that just seems really harsh. When neither Sayona nor her peers realise is that her Tacticun assistant was not always a janitor. 10 years ago, he was a nomadic hunter who lost his family on their perilous journey from the wild plains to the city. But now he sees the opportunity to understand the forces that decimated his tribe, drove him from his homeland, and keep the privileged in power. At first, mage and outsider have a fractious relationship, but working together, they uncover an ancient secret that could change the course of magic forever if it doesn't get them killed first. Why does this sound like such a perfect book for this time of year? Actually, these both do. Okay. So we have some problems, but it's fine. So there you go. I have received 3 more books, which I need to put on my spreadsheet. And I need to pull up my socks and kind of get some reading done. I just don't know what I want to read. I've got so many things on the go. Not as much as I usually do, actually, thinking about it. But I do have a fair few things. And none of them are calling my name. Which is not fun. I don't enjoy it when this happens. But I think this is what becomes of being a mood reader. Now, I also kind of want to film a little bit of a TBR for the next 2 months. Because Clear Your Shit is here. Because and I also kind of want it to make me, whether this is going to happen, I don't know, but I would love to use Clear Your Shit as kind of a place for me to finish the books that I have started so I can get them crossed off. But I don't know if I will, because I don't really know what I want to read, which is awful. Don't enjoy this about myself. I do know, pretty sure, I have a live coming up. Why do I feel like that's... Did we agree a date? I can't remember when we agreed a date. But I'm pretty sure we were thinking of a date. Or maybe we haven't announced one. No, I don't think we've announced one yet. For the live show for the next Chasing Graves book, which name is Grim Solace. So I need to read that at some point. But I feel like I'm going to leave that for a bit. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. Right, I'm going to go. I'm going to have some snacks because I feel snacky. I had KFC for lunch, so that was quite a lot of food. But I also feel like I'm going to need to eat something else, and I just don't know what I'm going to eat. But I do feel as though I want to read something short and sweet that I can just read. So I might pick up something short and sweet to read to kind of get me back into enjoying reading. Not enjoying reading, I am enjoying reading, but actually finishing things, and then carry on with the stuff that I have to read. This has been a long chat. I'm going to leave this here because you will probably want some time back. Not that this matters. We're going to carry on. You're going to see my next thoughts in the next clip, but I want to drink. So I'm going to go, and I will come back and give you an update as to what I do, whether I brain rot or read, and we'll go from there. I still have 3 days off though, so we still have some time to do something, but we'll see what happens. It's Monday. I go back to work tomorrow, but I need to finish this vlog because it's just been going on for the longest amount of time and I have not actually achieved anything. I have actually just watched this back though, and I'm really, I just loved watching Black Memories from the pumpkin patch. I loved it. So I hope you've enjoyed that too. I have had such a great week off. We have achieved a lot. I've already listed a load of things that we did for Jack's birthday. Obviously I've spoken to you since I've come back from London. But Saturday we spent all day cleaning. I have not read anything for the past 4 days. Like, since November has started and October has ended, I have not read anything. I'm hoping that's going to change, but this is probably one of my busiest months. Actually, it probably is the busiest month of my year. I go back to work tomorrow in the office. My mum comes on Wednesday. She stays with us until Saturday morning. Me and her then drive down to see my granddad. I'm there until Sunday. I come back on Sunday. I do a week's worth of work for the following week. Then I go to Frankfurt and then I come back. I'm here for a day and then we travel to Southampton for a wedding. It's all go, go, go at the minute, if I'm completely honest. So that means I don't really know how my reading's gonna go. There's a lot going on. But on Saturday we spent all day deep cleaning the bedroom. It is the tidiest it has ever been, probably since we moved in, because it had just become a dumping ground. Like, we've just been moving chairs in there and all sorts of stuff just to make sure it fits, which is not the way we wanted it to be, but it's just been how it has. We've sorted so much of that out. Jack has just, bless him, taken a whole load of stuff to the charity shop that's just been sat in our bathroom for at least a year, and I am trying to sort out another part of it, and I need to hang out some washing. But I've been editing this vlog, so I've been doing something else, and I need to pack up all the Halloween decorations so that they can go away, so that this room can become where my mum sleeps when she comes on Wednesday. I also have Christmas presents for her that I need to wrap, because I will not see her once she's gone again until some point next year. So we have got a long list of things to do, and I've got so much that I need to do just before she even comes, which is ridiculous. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to her being here. I'm looking forward to her coming over just to England and to see her and have her see Jack. Obviously we have a lot to celebrate, and we've got Jack's 30th to celebrate and stuff as well, so that'll be good. We're going out for tea on one of the nights that she's here, so basically make that probably like a celebration thing. And yeah, I'm just trying to get some stuff sorted, really. I really need to pack away the Halloween decorations. But Jack's on his way home, and I got distracted and I've been editing this vlog, because I thought I really should get this finished and get it up. So it's currently transcoding as I am filming this clip. Goodness knows how long that's going to take, and goodness knows how long it's going to take to actually export and upload this video. But you're seeing it now, so I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me and my channel. I'm sorry there's not actually a lot of reading happening in this video at all. I want to get back on it. I want to finish this year off strong, but I just don't know, like, I'm busy. So busy this month, and then next month is obviously Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe it's November and that Christmas will be here next month. I've got so much to do. Oh my goodness. I've got nowhere to put my Christmas tree at the minute. That needs to change. But yes, if you want to leave me a comment, I don't know, just let me know how you've been, because it's been a while. And if you want to leave me an emoji, leave me any Halloween-y emojis, just to reminisce on Halloween. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new videos. It's sporadic at best at the minute, I understand. I do want to come back full time. I want to be here for 2 videos a week. I really, really do. I've got ideas. I've got a whole spreadsheet that I've just been ticking things off as I go for this year and missing things, and I want to make content, but obviously on months like this where I'm not necessarily reading, I'm not reading to make you the content, and the content that it would be if I don't read is all like, oh, here's books I want to read, but what's the point in doing that if I'm not reading, you know? So I'm trying. I'm hoping the vlogs are keeping something with you guys, and if you do still watch my videos, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and stick around. I want to do more, but I need to make sure it's right for me, and I'm putting out the right content that I want to put out as well. But otherwise, that's everything for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching this very strange amalgamation of things. But I'm gonna leave this here. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.